Welcome back, you crazy kids. We've got the whole weekend to ourselves. The wife's visiting family in New York. The dogs are at my in-laws. I don't know what to do with myself. Keep your minds out of the gutter. Either way, let's start this off. Welcoming our new mascot to the workbench. We can all tell what this is. Based on the history of my channel, here's his party trick, yes. He lights up. Kind of hard to see. There we go. Why isn't he adorable? Slappy off, slappy on. It's like the clapper, but it's the slapper. There we go. Yeah, I got the smart home thing going on here. Hey, look at that. Isn't that fun? Okay. Enough playing around. We have got some serious work ahead of us. The tank's, mostly done. Once we figured it out. This damn thing I worked on yesterday. This is a beautiful Shumo Kits MG34 and mount. But dear God, was it a pain in the ass. You got to drill out this little clevis hole. And, yeah, this is some sort of, I don't know. It's not crappy Zamek or anything. I don't think it's quite brass. It's some sort of something silver, whatever. My engineer friend told me what it was. I went through so many of these cheap Chinese little things. I mean, technically they are for PCB boards. PC boards, PCB, whatever. But yeah, we got all the other stowage to do. I gotta find my fire extinguisher decals from my previous German build. We gotta paint a bucket up because every tank needs a bucket. Everyone needs a pot to piss in. We got our shackles to paint. We've got our periscopes to paint. We've got more stowage to paint. At least we're not gonna be painting the decent but also kind of crappy kit MG34 and mount. It's sort of a, come on guys, it's kind of a joke. That's it? Oh jeez. From a distance it's probably fine, but whatever. We don't, we just like to torture ourselves down here. We gotta paint up these damn tracks. These weigh a metric shit ton. These things, they're just so thick and heavy and beefy. We gotta do that. Then we got the turret ring we gotta paint. Come on. Oh, that thing's on there, good. We got the turret ring we gotta paint. We've gotta clear the entire tank. We gotta put a decal or two on it. Should be interesting getting decals to set down on the Zimmerit. I have full confidence my Mr. Mark Setter and Mr. Mark Softer will nail that perfectly. I have a feeling. I don't know if we put numbers on this thing because it's kind of a what-if tank. It's a pre-production prototype-y, whatever. But we'll figure something out. I got plenty of numbers all over the place between the two tank kits and then leftover stickers from previous builds and stuff. I think that's all we're doing today, if we get it done today. But either way, I got to power through. So I'm going to come back with progress and complaints and whatever. I will detail putting decals down on the ATAC Zimmerit because I think everyone is curious to know how that goes. But we'll be back. Our ginormous tracks are painted. These tracks are massive. They take a lot of paint to paint. But we've got basically it's Andy's Track Black formula, which is like 70% NATO brown, 25% NATO black, 5% flat red. I add a touch of gunmetal to it, just to give it a slightly metallic-y look to it, but just a skosh, just a pinch. Yeah, so those are painted, and oh god, I'm already tired. Okay, we'll be back. It's another painting marathon today. So we've got our highlight and shadow coat done. Alright, tried to be nice and careful, because this is the, not a Porsche turret, obviously. Here we go. Yep, that's that. I got my stowage things, I got some other parts highlighted, and we got the MG painted black, everything NATO black. I found a little... God, this thing's so... little Aber 2M brass antenna to put on the tank, because we like antennas. And I found my little padding house Tetra 2 fire extinguisher labels. So those are great. I am never going to build enough tanks to use all these. Okay. That being said, the next phase is Mission Models Red Oxide. And to be honest, my airbrush is sitting in the Sonic Parts Cleaner, and I think I need some fuel to be able to do this. So I'm going to run out and grab some food, and we'll be right back. Oh my God. Okay. It's like 8 o'clock at night on Saturday. Obviously, the turret is painted. It's quite nice. The turret is painted. Let me put that aside. All the stowage... all the stowage has its XF56 metallic gray. There's more back there. These bits have their red oxide on them. We did a few bits in Mr. Hobby Aqueous number 76, burnt iron, and that was for like the MG34. That's a pretty nice looking color there. The whole machine gun and also the bucket. So that's Mr. Hobby Aqueous number 76 or H76 burnt iron. Very similar to Tamiya acrylics, to the XF line. Very similar. Just use their thinner. Use the Mr. Hobby color thinner. Hold on, let me just get it. Here. That one for the aqueous paints. Because it has a teal. And the aqueous is teal-ish. For the other Mr. Hobby paints with the darker blue label, you want either this or this. But that's for another video. What else did we do? Oh, we did a lot today. Look at this. Our tracks are painted and flat cleared. Oh, very nice. Can't wait to wear the paint off those suckers. What else do we have? Our turret ring is painted and installed, so that's good. We got that done. And our electronicals, we plugged into CN5. I had some aftermarket JST connectors here, Tamiya size. I plugged into CN5, and that gave me battery voltage at power on. I don't care about turning on and turning off the headlight, taillight, having it like brighten and darken. The taillight is a convoy light, and the headlight is just a headlight. So they would never brighten and darken. They're not brake lights. So, even for the JS2, I just have them. No, JS2 has actual brake lights. So yeah, this will give us battery voltage to power our convoy light in the back and our custom LED headlight in the front. And, you know, we need a couple of resistors and some more wiring. So we'll get those wired up. And as we get our electronicals installed in the lower hull, which is the last thing we have to do before we can basically start finally putting this thing together. Yeah, good progress. Very good progress. Lots of stuff done. What do we got going on here? It's like 20 after 8, and I had lunch at 3. I had a 50-cent microwave burrito. So I'm a little bit hungry, I guess. I'm not going to kill the video here. This is just going to be a marathon to the end. And then tomorrow, I have all day, and I have to leave here about 8 o'clock to get my wife from the airport as she flews back from New York, unless I can make some subtle excuses to get her to take an Uber home, but I don't know. That money comes out of the house account. It's not business travel. You know, dog, cats, and I gotta go take care of the cat, and you know, he can't be alone too long, even though, you know, cats, they don't give a crap. Either way, I think that's about it for tonight. Maybe I do a little more if I feel like an insomniac. Otherwise, we'll be back, and it'll probably be tomorrow, and hopefully we have a running, working, driving, finished tank by the end of this video. Okay, so it's gonna be a long video. Hang in there, it's worth it. All right. I really mean it. Yeah, forget it. Some of you are just like, blah, 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 I skipped through. I'm like, yeah, I skipped through too. We all skipped through. Do you think I give a crap about Doug DeMuro's quirks and features? I'm just like, now I'm at the point where I'm like, there's the car, I see it, skip to the driving, skip to the Doug score, done with the video. Yeah, adios. Okay, sorry about that, Doug. I apologize. I do skip through your videos. Okay, see you soon. All right, well, we got our resistor in place. I'm using two 3-volt LEDs as a test. Clearly they work. So that's good. There we go. This is the first video in the darkness. Let's turn the lights back on. Whew. Okay, that was painful. Alright, well, either way, we've got a resistor picked out, and we got our little lead here, so no more voltmeter needed. Whew, okay, I'm going to go upstairs and make 2 lovely, yummy soubrette hot dogs with golden spicy mustard on them. That's my dinner. 2 hot dogs. This is what happens when you're alone for the weekend as a man. You're just like, I'm gonna have hot dogs for dinner. Tomorrow night, I'm having buffalo wings for dinner. Whoa! Yeah. Maybe for lunch. We'll see. Yeah, I'm done for the night. I have modeling burnout. I've been down here since like 10 a.m. Probably almost 12 hours, not including my stint at the supermarket. That was fun. Not. But, yeah, there we go. Okay. I'll see you in the morning. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, yeah. Yeah, head hurt a little this morning. You know, no wife around. Yeah. But none of that today. I got to drive to the airport tonight to pick her up. So, even though there's barely any cops patrolling the highways, I don't want to be unsafe. Never drink and drive, everybody. So, we needed to get our periscope solution down, and half of my idea was good. I said I would paint on with some chrome pen paint and then hit it with the clear green. What I ended up doing was actually, Tamiya sends you some stiff aluminum sheet sticker every now and then to like close up chassis holes or something. So all I did was I sprayed it down with a Tamiya clear green, and then I hit it with a little clear coat just to kind of lock it in there. And you know, our results are excellent. All of our little periscopes are green and a little reflective. They're gonna look perfect. Well, at least perfect to me. They may be historically slightly inaccurate. You know, there's really no way to reproduce. I'm sure there is. Someone's pedantic enough to do it. But I'm sure there's really no easy way to reproduce the exact, you know, like sight glass in that. I don't know. Whatever. This is good, though. This is a good option. So you could even just use, you know, clear aluminum foil tape. Ow! My soldering iron's still on. Woo! That woke me up. You can get, like, HVAC tape. It has, like, a clear, you know, actually thick, you know, this is substantial aluminum tape, and you can just paint it up whatever color you want. You want blue, you want yellow, you want red, whatever you want. And there you go. That's pretty easy. Just cut it up with decal scissors and a hobby knife, and you'll be good to go. So I'm going to get all these periscopes in. We made a lot of progress here. Oh, the chassis is full. So we got all of our lights wired in. We glued down those things with some hot snot, you know, just stress relief. But yeah, the convoy light works, the front headlight works. This thing is getting damn heavy. Okay, we'll be back. There we go. Look at that. Huh? Not bad. Hey, Ian, I impress you sometimes, don't I? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay, I'm talking to myself now. Oh, boy. All right, we've really, I mean, we're so close. We need to finish. We got to detail paint the stowage. Holy crap, is that like mostly all we've got left? Detail painting stowage? Yeah, detail paint the stowage, and then we can button her up, basically. I could put her together, though. I can definitely put her together. Because everything's ready. Ready for Freddy. we can, oh boy, can we? Well, we can assemble it. I'll be right back. Well, okay, there we are. See, on YouTube, you often don't see when people royally screw up. I mean, massive amounts of cursing and instant depression. So, this is a Shumo Kit's early type barrel, and it was intended for the static model. Okay? Even though they drill it and they say, to accommodate flash unit. I'm like, who's going to have a static model that flashes? So the aluminum barrel sleeve that goes on the mantlet was also intended for static use. So it was a very tight fit between these two. I sanded and ground out the inside of that a bit, and I thought I had it enough. Well, tolerances stack, and a coat of primer, and then a coat of NATO black, and then a coat of flat white, then a coat of red oxide, and then a coat of clear. And the clear is what got me. Flat clear in it, and this damn thing jammed up right inside the shroud. And when I ripped the shroud off, just gnarlied up the whole barrel. So I had to sand it down, and I had to go very simple. Just white primer and a little black here and there. So it's a tiny bit lighter color, but not much. And it's smooth and it's thin enough that I have a little bit of play in the barrel there. That looks weird. That looks perverse. So, there you go. Got our bucket on there. We got our stowage. We got our antennae. Got our MG. And our little windows in there. She's looking good. I guess I'm gonna decal it a little. I'm probably gonna I'm gonna at least do a cross where appropriate. We'll do a cross, and then I'm not sure if I'm gonna put numbers on the damn thing, because it's a what if, it's a prototype, and to be honest, it looks kind of badass in its monotone red oxideness. Zoom in a little more for you. I mean, it looks pretty decent. That is not bad. But to show you what didn't work before, and I'm having a turret rotation squabble. It's probably some wiring getting caught up somewhere, because it's big inside of there, but it gets surprisingly cramped once you jam all the wires in there, like most other Tamiyas. And look at this. Boom. Power switch. Hit the radio. There we go. So that all works. See, there's a little, there it goes. And then, you know what it is? I know what the problem is. Works perfect now. I know what the problem is. I hear the stupid slipper clutch. The crazy glue job we did to it did not hold. Okay, so I gotta take the turret off. Okay, well, I'll have to take the turret off, and I will have to, oh boy, maybe, potentially take off the top of the hull and get the rotation unit out of there and put in a solid gear. However, I am fresh out of those solid gears from that 6-speed transmission, but I do have, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna epoxy that. I do not want to take that whole dry, oh god, whatever. Well, it'll be movie magic. It'll be fixed by the end here. But that's it for this episode. The tank is done, basically. I mean, it's primed, it's painted, stowage is painted, stowage is on, it's been cleared, it's a finished tank. So we may do another episode of weathering it, driving it around a little. There we go. But that's about it. Yeah, see this big side here. This is crying for some numbers maybe. But we'll see. I like it. King Tiger. That's the reason they call it the King. Oh God, I am beat. Oh, my wife's flight. When does it land now? It's supposed to land at 9 o'clock. Now it's landing at 10 o'clock. So either way, we finished just in time for her normal flight. But, whatever. Okay, guys, ladies, gentlemen, people, whatever, turnips, potatoes, see you next time.